Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is John and I'll be back with my daily crypto news and analysis. Today we're going to talk about Ripple and XRP, as well as a lot of other crypto and money topics. Also, I hope everyone is having a lovely day or night, no matter where they are. As we take a closer look at a few things, one big thing that everyone has been thinking about since about 2022 is Brics. What do they have to do? Are they making this brand new way to pay? Will they remove the dollar from its throne? Are they going to make the dollar useless? That's the best way I can explain this whole process, death by 1,000 cuts. How does it work? Well, everyone thinks the dollar will drop overnight. It is going to lose its crown. It's finished. It's not alive. But the trouble is that no one seems to understand that the dollar has been dying for decades. We are lost in print because of the US. Furthermore, the dollar has lost a huge amount of its value since yesterday. And it has been going down since the Fed was created. It will keep doing that because the Treasury wants to keep printing a huge amount of money. Their goal is to reach $50 trillion by 2030. Finally, when we look at these Brics countries and other countries besides the US, they are all looking at crypto and blockchain and thinking, Asian. This is interesting because, now for the first time in history, we have an opportunity to tap into this new age technology and ultimately revolutionize our whole monetary system and move away from the US. Dollar, we do not need a backup currency any longer. And the Brics are doing the same thing here. Their announcement of making a separate payment system based on blockchain and cryptocurrency shows that they've been working on this for a while. Back in 2022, we wrote that the Brics were actually going to a cryptocurrency. Their goal was to use crypto to deal between countries. Because blockchain is so useful, they wanted to use it. It's now a big news story, and it happens every once in a while. Even though it's been said before, it still needs to be reported on, because it's very important. With this new payment system built on cryptocurrency and blockchain, we do get a better idea of what they are working on and what they are not working on. That being said, I also want to say that this is putting a lot of pressure on every other country that isn't looking at crypto and blockchain in a very new way. They need to look at it, think about how it will work, and say, okay, well, if the Brics are moving forward on this, we can't stand by and let this happen. This is also something we need to improve. Now, I believe that the United States has already been coming up with new ideas for this technology. A lot of players are near Fed. That being said, there are sellers of this technology such as Volante who can connect to Ripple through RippleNet and of course XRP. In any case, I think this is going to really speed things up and move the needle forward when it comes to full acceptance of crypto and blockchain-based technology in certain countries. This is the power being used. The Brics Journal uses the XRP ledger as an example of what their new payment system could be built on. Thanks to Smoke Dog for the heads up on this. It's possible to see a few lines here if we really look at it. In 2019, the Brics Business Council set up a working group to look into the idea of making a special Brics coin for trade purposes. This would make sure that there would be a steady flow of electronic documents. Also, the Brics have been working against the US for a long time. In fact, Russia was looking at something in 2010, right after the financial collapse of 2008. Gold, this was done in 2010, and the Brics countries have been doing the same thing since then. They were ahead of the game already. In fact, there is no need to make a special cryptocurrency for document flow in order to reach the Brics goal of making trade payments in national currency less risky. The money needed to carry out the contract can be briefly saved in a virtual escrow account that is linked to the contract. This makes sure that the money will be available when the contract is carried out. XRP record for 2020. That's a big deal that they actually said that. This is a highlighted piece and a cited feature of the XRP ledger, even though it's only one line. This is something to really think about. Also, this isn't the only thing that has to do with Ripple or the XRP system. Thanks a lot, Matthew Linwire. As I said, we were really looking into this back in 2022 and seeing how it related to Ripple and XRP. The new Brics Pay and NIPS will be a way to pay with digital currencies. Swift Alternative Non-American Payment Network is the name of this network. This is really cool. So let's take a look at this. This is how the Brics Pay program is broken down. A case is given in the middle of all of this. Also, we have a bit of a breakdown of it over here, plus that new unit of account in the middle is very interesting. We can see that this whole process is very much like XRP. I'm not going to say that this will win you XRP or anything like that. Not at all. I was just saying that it looks a lot like it. In this area, we also have a more detailed breakdown of the SDR box and the new unit of account. I don't need to tell you that we just recently did a breakdown of how a new SDR might work. The European Union, China, Japan, the United States, and even the United Kingdom are all here, which is an interesting fact. As I already said, this is how it would work if we went back to the SDR idea. There are CBDCs, gold that backs them up, and XRP, a digital bridge currency that connects them all. It's an interesting time to be living. Here is a map of where settlements for the new international payment system NIPS happen, and below that is a full description of the router cloud. We have planned out how this will all work. On the other hand, we still have a lot of questions about this XRP-enabled bank or e-wallet. And here is a list of the main parts of the NIPS Brics Pay system. It's also interesting to compare this to what we know about XRP and other, aside from the e-wallets that can use XRP. It's definitely interesting. And some of these have been broken down before, like Alipay. Once more, none of this proves anything about XRP, but I will say that we have severed all ties with many of the BRICS countries that Ripple had ties with or any contact with. Almost all of them check the box. But we also have Brics Pay, which has been in the works for years. What does the fact that it is a blockchain digital asset community mean? It's not necessary to use XRP. One thing I will say is that everyone will say, oh, that's not XRP. It isn't XRP. It isn't XRP. I already said that this is going to kill the US dollar and the country itself unless they do something. That's the most important thing to remember. Below, you can see how Brics plus Ripple Payments, Tranglo, and XRP are already linked through the new Brics plus payments and processing system with the help of other payment partners. Thanks a lot, Chad Steenreber. In this case, Tranglo uses XRP directly and links it to the Audu Ansari exchange in the UAE. And finally, Tranglo, a Ripple partner, works with the UAE's biggest forex broker. What you're seeing is made possible by on-demand funding services, which means XRP is already exposed there. He's actually quoting this piece about getting rid of the dollar, which I briefly mentioned earlier. However, there is also Ripple Payments, Tranglo, Malaysia. Tranglo powers the real-time payment settlement system in Malaysia called Do It Now, which uses XRP and links to Kuwait. XRP linked Brics plus UAE to Kuwait KFH. Here are some of the most common questions people ask about Do It Now. Do It Now ID, and how to join Do It Now Idaho are all explained here. They also go over everything else you need to know about Do It Now IDs. Everything here is about digital, 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 digital. Some of the links back to Ripple and XRP are pretty interesting too. An awful lot of people seem to forget how important names like Tranglo are to the Ripple community as a whole. I mean, even Medea, correct? Check out Medeco with some of the best schools out there. You need to pay close attention to those domino effects because they put you at risk even for XRP. As I already said, everyone is wondering if XRP is being used in the BRICS group. This is going to happen. Yes, it is. I've been paying attention to this. Keep going with all the links. Take a look at what they all want. When I say they, I mean the IMF, the World Economic Forum, the BIs, and even all of these countries. They want the banking system to be more fair. We all know what that word means and where it came from. Time travel. Go all the way back to 2015, 2015, 2014. Another thing we have here is BRICS isn't about making a new currency. It is a major change in the World Alliance. Do not worry, you do not need a backup currency to keep your money safe. The BRICS are a big change in the way countries work together around the world. 20 countries, some Arab, have said they will side with Russia and China. That's something you think is important. They know you're watching and that they mean business. That's not all, though. 20 countries have said they will no longer work with the US, with joining forces with China and Russia, right? Great Britain. Yes, this is a move to revolt.